Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Nina's Chelsea Corner. If you're new round here, it's time for another match review, and this time it's about a defeat. Chelsea lost 2-1 to Fulham at home, something we haven't done in a very long time. So when you look at it like that, it's a bit of a sore one to take, but I would say it's a deserved one. Why I say that we deserve to lose that is because we were the less proactive team in terms of in-game management from our coach. We also missed the chances that we created, even though there wasn't a wealth of them like we usually do, create so much. We just weren't able to finish the chances that we did make, the few chances we actually managed to create and looked like a threat in front of Fulham's goal. There was a combination of poor finishing and good saves as well, but overall, Fulham, even when they equalised, looked like the team that were ready to go all the way and leave with a winner. So yes, it stings, yes, it hurts, yes, it's not great, but I'm not absolutely livid. I've slept on it, I've woken up, and even after the game yesterday when we were outside Stamford Bridge doing our fan cams as usual, I said I'm probably not as angry as the next Chelsea fan, because yes, when you look at this result in itself, it's poor. We should have done better. But in the grand scheme of things and how we've been playing and how we've been doing, I think I look at this game more than anything like a learning curve and like a challenge for Maresca to see how he will overcome adversity, how he will answer the questions posed towards him after that game, and how he'll react for our next game against Ipswich, which is just a couple of days away now. So yeah, we'll talk about the whole performance, we'll talk about the result. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Nina, do lots of Chelsea content on here, so if you enjoy this video at the end, then please hit that subscribe button to stick around for more content like this. Make sure you're liking the video as always, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. For those who celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a lovely celebration with your friends and family, and as always I put out a post for those who do go through difficult times in the holidays. I hope that you guys are all well, but yeah, happy to have you guys here. Thank you so much for all your support this year. I will do a separate thank you for that, but I'm so grateful to every single one of you for supporting, watching my content, engaging with my content, talking to me, coming to say hello at Stamford Bridge if you go to games. It's just been such a fantastic year, literally an incline of growth in every single shape, form. So yeah, hopefully a better 2025 to come, but overall, thank you so much. I am absolutely grateful for everything. But let's talk about the match, because that's why you guys are here, talk about the game. So I think going into this one, I was a bit apprehensive because Fulham, looking at their results, they have made it tough for the sides they've played. They've troubled the traditional top six sides, and you know, we even saw against Arsenal, we saw it against Tottenham, we saw it against Liverpool, that they, even in those games, despite having a man advantage, couldn't actually finish the chances they created, but they were creating a lot more. If they had had a clinical touch in that game, they could have beaten Liverpool by a couple goals margin in that game. So Fulham have been playing good football. I think they're one of the more physical sides in the Premier League as well, when you look at how much physicality the players have, and especially in the one-on-one battles on the pitch, across the whole pitch, we really struggled to win those one-on-ones, and I think that is ultimately what kind of inhibited our game all round as well. But I think that we really were surprised and taken aback by Fulham's display, because even when we looked like we were in control, and even when we took the lead as early as we did in like the 16th, 17th minute through Cole Palmer, I would say that 1-0 lead looked quite vulnerable throughout the game, even going into the second half. And I think that's where our biggest trip up came, because 1-0 is not a comfortable lead. You know, even I thought against Brentford, we so needed that second goal to kill off the game, put it to bed, because you're literally just a goal away from conceding and just drawing a game that you looked like you're, you know, dominating. But Fulham really made it tough for us yesterday. And you know, I looked at the lineup and I wasn't really surprised with how we set out. I thought, you know, it's pretty much going strong out. Sancho, Neto, again an opportunity to do something, to prove themselves after a pretty dire 0-0. But I'd say on the most part, I still thought it was quite flat from our front line, because we looked quite disconnected in terms of when we got the ball into the final third, it was almost that last pass didn't get to anybody, the last cross didn't get to anyone, it was cleared straight out by a Fulham player, and it was very frustrating for us. On corners, we were pretty much impotent because we just looked like we couldn't do anything. And is that the right word? I just thought really hard about it. Yeah? No? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. It's quite early. The coffee's not here. But overall, I thought in the final thirds we were lacking something. There was, even before the chance that we actually scored, Cole Palmer was having shots on goal. It wasn't quite getting there, didn't have that kind of lethal threat. Really, Jackson missed opportunities in the latter stages of the game. Neto and Sancho both missed really big chances as well. And I say big chances because when you look at the whole kind of game and how many shots there were and how many were on target, there weren't really that many that you looked, oh, we've really threatened them there. Maybe there were because there were some good saves from Leno, absolutely, but also there was just a lack of precision or a lack of power and pace on some of these shots where they just needed to be a little bit more. So really frustrating. I think luck at times wasn't on our side as well, but this game really isn't about being lucky or unlucky. It's about a combination of the players not finishing their dinner and also Maresca not recognising that there was a need for change. And I think this is where my biggest takeaway comes in this game. There was not enough changes made, even though we've got them. You've got changes at your disposal, Maresca, you know. Yes, okay, maybe in the midfield department we lack depth, but when you look at our attacking options, you could have brought Joao Felix on. I think I was calling for Joao Felix to start, well, not to start, but to come on against Everton, because I thought, you know, you really should be going for a winner here because we've got the quality and we've got the ambition. Why did we not bring on a Joao Felix to come to take some risks on the pitch, to break things up a little bit, freshen up the side? And I don't really know why he was reluctant to. I guess I didn't really moan about it against Brentford because we had won the game by the time that we made our first substitution. But then against Everton, again, left to the 75th minute. Against Fulham, again, left it until the 70th minute. And I was looking and I thought, Fulham made their substitution first. They then made another 2 substitutions before their equaliser. And then they made another substitution before their winner. So that's a proactive kind of management that I'm seeing there from Silva, because he wants to see, you know, he wants his side to go out there, get their winner, because he's seeing that they're creating, there's things happening, they're looking lively in our box, and yet Maresca didn't. And, you know, no offence to Nkunku, I love the player, but is he the guy that comes on and changes your game or brings on that kind of ultimate game-changing output? No, I don't think so. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. But yeah, okay, bring on Nkunku, but I would have brought on Joao Felix too. Someone, again, who can take a risk, doesn't mind. In the few minutes he gets to play, he's probably sitting there thinking in his head, well, I want to make the most of this. Why don't I go for the winner? Because then you do go for the winner, and then there you are, you're the hero of the game. But I'm not too sure. So this is my biggest question. Why did he leave subs late, and why was he reluctant to make subs in the first place? And I do get this whole kind of playing your strongest 11, and even though he doesn't think that way, he doesn't think that we put out strong 11 at the weekend and then put out a weaker side during the week, and then those teams are very much separated, like almost 2 different teams, because we've seen that they do interchange, and there are kind of players that start midweek that will get starts the weekend, but I'm just not too sure, because it's not like we don't have depth. We do. Like, guys, come on, we can't be sitting here thinking we don't. Yes, okay, maybe when you look at it on paper in midfield, we're a bit lacking, but that's because, you know, you have Lavia out and injured, but I don't think I'd completely put my faith in like a Dewsbury Hall to come on in a game like this, or I don't know, a Cassidy. So I guess in that sense, that's where I maybe understand and justify Maresca's choices a little bit. But at the same time, when something is clearly not working on the pitch and you look like the team that is losing out on this lead that they've had for 60 odd minutes, 70, then it's a bit of a question mark raised there. So yeah, guys, a little bit disappointing. I know, like, it hurts, and we had Fulham there. I was at Stamford Bridge, Fulham singing all sorts, like, I mean, there was a lot of bad words addressed to Tosin, which I thought was a bit unfair. There was a lot of criticism about our atmosphere there. There was a lot of criticism about just, I don't know, things about our stadium, Stamford Bridge falling down, and it's like, whoa, really? We've got Fulham coming and doing that, our next door neighbours in Fulham. But anyways, guys, it is a shame, because in the seasons where we were arguably a lot less good. We beat Fulham and this game was easy peasy lemon squeezy, but this is a learning curve more than anything, and I think I remain positive because I've seen Chelsea now, what they're capable of, what we look like at our best. But I think this will be a real learning curve for Maresca as well, who's still learning a lot about himself as a manager, especially in the Premier League. Let's not forget, this is his first time managing in the top flight, and especially after a good year in English football, yeah, okay, but now you're here in the Premier League, arguably in one of the most competitive seasons. So there's a lot to learn for him as a manager, and I think there's a lot to learn about the squad itself. The squad's still developing, growing. So here I am, guys. For those of you who are regular and have, you know, watched this channel since it started, you will know that I was positive in our darkest days. Will I really be negative now in a season that's been so bright? Our third defeat in December. If someone had told you that our third defeat in the league would come in December and it would only be Liverpool and City we'd lost to, you'd probably think, yeah, okay, that makes sense at the start of the season. And yeah, Fulham, you wouldn't probably have taken it, but still, in the grand scheme of things, we've been going good. And I think Maresca, this is a big opportunity for you to show what you can do as a manager, make your tweaks, because that's what we've praised you for, the tweaks you've made in games, game to game. So let's go to Ipswich away and try something a little bit different maybe, and not necessarily like switch up the tactics, but make your in-game management a bit more proactive. If something doesn't work, don't be reluctant to change it, you know. At the end of the day, that's what has been working. It's the little tweaks you've been making, and it's what has gone and won us games. But we should absolutely be going for that win, because a draw, okay, defeat, and we now need a win, right? Top off the year on a good note and go into 2025 all guns blazing. But yes, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. For those who stuck around to the end, thank you so much. I wish you well. I will catch you for the Ipswich game. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. Take care of yourselves, and of course, up the Chels.